Welcome back to TV5 News at 9. It's now time for Education Matters, and we're here with our good friend, Dr. Craig Douglas. Dr. Douglas, thanks so much for being here with us this morning.
Good morning, Sierra. How are you?
Good. How are you today?
Doing good, too. Thanks.
Good. So a couple of weeks ago, we actually discussed the importance for students to build up resilience, and today we're talking about specific things that parents can do to help build up their kids' determination. So we do know it's important to, start this way of thinking when they are younger. So what are some things that parents can work on with preschoolers and kindergartners?
Yes, for parents and grandparents, the question on the table is how can we help promote resilience with our children? And I was guided by a set of resources from Washington elementary teacher Allison Dufort, and one of the pieces addressed younger children and something I've actually seen in some of my work in elementary schools, and that is kids that don't want to say goodbye in the morning to mom or dad or grandpa or grandma. And so what can parents and grandparents do to help when they're dropping off at school with this separation anxiety that exists? Well, Allison shared with me this video that shows Sesame Street characters. So that implies right there it probably could be a video shown to the child and to mom and dad, grandpa and grandma. It shows Sesame Street characters demonstrating role-playing how to best separate in the morning. And the dad Muppet, if you will, in the video establishes a routine with the child Muppet in this cartoon, with this characterization where instead of saying goodbye in the morning, the dad says, "See you later." See you later implies it's a short term, everything's okay. It's not a permanent implication like the word goodbye is. Something as simple as that helps reduce anxiety, helps the day start happier. I've seen routines like this, and this is not a prescription for everyone, but it's an idea starter for everyone. But I've seen routines like this work with younger children. I'm talking about preschool, kindergarten, maybe even first grade, where this separation anxiety exists. And by dealing with it this way, resilience is taught by example.
Yeah, I really like that piece of advice, Dr. Douglas. And now let's move on to older children. So how can older children learn about rock bottom resilience?
So a new term to me, Sierra, was rock bottom resilience.
Yeah.
Rock bottom, like when you hit rock bottom, right? So for older kids, this would be probably upper elementary, middle school, and high school, teaching them what rock bottom really means. That we all experience times when we feel like we've sunk, we've hit rock bottom. So what do we do when this happens? Is this something that just happens to a few of us? No, it happens literally to all of us. There are examples all around. Sometimes I draw from the sports world. Imagine the basketball player with a game on the line is fouled, goes to the free throw line, and doesn't convert, is not successful. Or think of the golfer that's over a very makeable putt, sink the putt, win the tournament, misses the putt. These are rock bottom experiences that happen in the world of sports, and I think for older students, they can relate to those disappointments, those profound disappointments. So persistence and resilience and grit have to kick in order to work through such rock bottom situations, if you will.
Yeah. All right, Dr. Douglas, so what are some traits students can work on to actually help them handle difficult type of situations?
So there's three, I guess, terms I would pitch from the literature. One is to learn how to flip the switch. Flip the switch, or another way of saying turn the page. In other words, the event has happened. Again, the foul shot is missed. Now, what do? Put it into perspective. The sun is going to rise tomorrow. A lot of us in sports talk about baseball players where Hall of Fame baseball players hit 300. That means they're unsuccessful 7 out of 10 times when they're at bat. So we have to learn to flip the switch and to turn the page, to start fresh. Second, to combat hopelessness. Use that hopeless feeling, that disappointment. Instead, turn it around and use it to fuel success and to press on, to fuel and ignite us. And then the third tip would be to look to reach out to another person. It might be a friend, it might be a teacher, it might be a priest, it could be any adult in that young person's life that has trust, and that the child can reach out when they feel like they've hit rock bottom, and that second person may help guide just by listening to the frustration. The situation can help be defined, and a comeback trail can be carved out. So resilience means grit, determination, learning sometimes when we hit rock bottom that we need to press on and carry on.
Those are just great words of advice, Dr. Douglas. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Sierra. Take care and be well.
You too. All right, so for more information on today's topic, check out the lifestyle page on WNEM.com.